Okay, today's lesson is non-linear inequalities. Okay, example 1. X squared minus x minus 42 is greater than 0. Okay, step 1. Where does this equal 0? Okay, so I can see a simple trinomial factors. Where is it going to equal 0? So x and an x, and I need a 7 and a 6 to make 42 and combine outsides insides to be negative 1. So the answer to that, where is this going to equal 0? At negative 6 and positive 7. Okay, step 2 is to test on a number line. So I'm going to put negative 6 and 7 on a number line. And I'm going to test each region. So here, in the between, and here. Okay, so let's pick, I'm going to test an 8, because that's in that region. And here's what you do. You plug it into these brackets. So if you plug an 8 plus 6, that's positive. And 8 minus 7 is also positive. So a positive number times a positive number ends up being positive. Okay, test a number in this region. I'm going to test 0. 0 plus 6 is positive. 0 minus 7 is negative. So then this region is negative. Test something below negative 6, so negative 7. Negative 7 plus 6 is negative. Negative 7 minus 7 is negative. Two negatives make a positive. Step 3. Answer your inequality. So where did this end up being greater than 0? So that's positive. So this region, I'm going to put an open dot here because remember that at negative 6 you're actually equal to 0. But this does not say I want to be equal to 0, just greater than. So I'm also going to put an open dot and then say I want that region as well. So my final answer is the region from negative infinity up to negative 6 with a soft bracket. And then the other region that works is soft bracket 7 to infinity. Okay, so you can see my bracket type is always going to be soft when you're not including the 0. And it's going to be a hard or a closed bracket when you're also including it. Okay. Example 2. X cubed plus 3x squared minus 18x is greater or equal to 0. Okay, so this I see a GCF factor. So I'm going to take an x out. X squared plus 3x minus 18. I want to know where is it going to equal 0. So I keep factoring. So this trinomial piece can break down into two binomials. So I'm going to get x at the fronts, and I'm going to use a 6 and a 3 to get me 18 and positive 3. Okay, so where is this going to equal 0? 0, negative 6, and positive 3. So put them on a number line, test the regions. So I'm going to test 4. So I like to plug them into my brackets. If you really want, you could plug it into the top and see what the whole number actually comes out to be. But here you just have to worry about positives and negatives. So 4 in this bracket is positive, 4 plus 6, positive, 4 minus 3 is positive. 3 positives multiply to a positive. I'm going to pick this region. I'm going to pick 1. 1 is in between there. 1 is positive. 1 plus 6 is positive. 1 subtract 3 is negative. Positive, positive, negative multiplies to a negative. Find a number in this region. I'm going to test a negative 2. Negative 2 in this bracket makes it negative. Negative 2 plus 6 is positive. Negative 2 minus 3 is negative. Those two negatives multiplied and then another positive make it positive. Test a number in that region. So negative 10, let's go. Negative 10 in the first bracket, negative. Negative 10 plus 6 is negative. Negative 10 minus 3 is negative. Multiplying 3 negatives ends up being negative. So where's your solution? Where does this end up being? Greater than or equal to 0, so that's positive. So here, this region and this region, and this time I am equal to this, so I'm going to put a closed dot saying I can be exactly at 3 because I can have a solution of 0. So you can see your graph is negative, 0, positive, 0, negative, 0, positive. Okay, so I can have a solution from negative 6 to 0, including those numbers, or from 3 to infinity. That's my solution. Okay, last one. X squared plus 2x minus 8 is less than or equal to 0. Okay, so 2 brackets, factor. 4 and 2, I'm going to use, and I want a positive 4 to end up with a positive 2. So my x solutions are negative 4 and positive 2. So I'm going to put them on the testing strip. Okay, so test 3. So 3 plus 4 is positive, and 3 minus 2 is positive. So 2 positives end up being positive in that region. Test a number in this region, so test, let's say 0. 0 plus 4 is positive. 0 minus 2 is negative. Positive, negative make negative. Test a number in this region. Let's go with negative 5. Negative 5 plus 4 is negative. Negative 5 minus 2 is negative. So that's positive. Answer the question. Where did this end up being less than or equal to 0? So this region, including negative 4 and 2, because there's where they equal 0. So your solution is anything from negative 4 to positive 2.